but bright and beautiful day. And again, I am on my way into the office. And I had a thought that I wanted to share with you. This is something that was taught to me years ago. I don't even remember who first said it. Many of you may have heard it already. But the basic concept is how entirely, not too often, but boy, all the time, we are striving for stuff that we don't actually want. And that's perfectly normal and perfectly okay. Does anybody know of anybody who's ever gone out to a hardware store and bought a drill because they just had to have a drill? Generally not. Most of the time, if you're running out to the hardware store to buy a drill, you're doing so because you need holes in things. The drill is a means to an end. And if you think about it in this particular way, it starts to make a lot more sense. You take care of that drill. You don't let it rust. You make sure that the battery is ready to go. You keep your bits in order so you can find them. So that when you need a hole, you can have it. Boom, just like that. And the same can be applied to many other facets of life. And how does this affect you in your life? Some of the most basic are simple. I mean, there are people who just genuinely like to get out and exercise and go to the gym. But for, I would say, most of us, we would rather do something else. We do not want the exercise. We want the result of having exercised. When even many people who do like to go to the gym probably would not go quite as often if it were not for the positive results of having gone. Most people go to work because they need the money, not because they just absolutely love the job. And some people really do like their job. You know, I like what I do, and I like the people that I do it with even more. But I'm only there because it fuels my life. That money is necessary to me living my life. And I don't even really want money. What I want is food, shelter, clothing, and entertainment. I want to be able to support other people with food, clothing, and shelter through charitable organizations and giving. And I want to be able to travel. But you can't pay me in those esoteric ideals. That's why we have money and currency. That's another show. And a big thing that I wish this had hit me earlier in life, because I remember in high school somebody telling me, you know, a buddy of mine were on the track team and another friend of ours was not. So the three of us were talking. The two of us said, we're on the track team, we're complaining. I gotta practice today. Practice. I can't believe I have to do this. This stinks so much. I hate doing this. And then my other friend says, well, if you guys hate it so much, why do you go? And that's a good point. And it took me years to really figure it out. It was the drill factor. But he had quoted Henry Rollins saying something. He doesn't want to do anything unless his entire passion, unless his entire heart is in it. And I can understand that. But from a very pragmatic standpoint, it's much better to do something and just go through the motions than to not do it at all. Because it could be that doing something and just going through the motions will get you where you need to be, to where your heart is in it, to where you are passionate. And on a day when you just don't feel like doing it, are you going to quit just because one day you don't feel like doing it? You know, I wanted to be on that track team, at least that year. I didn't go out the next year because I didn't like it. But that year I wanted to be on that team. And having gone through the motions led me to cross country, which I was passionate about and did enjoy and did do with gusto, interestingly enough. So, sure, I may not feel like it, you may not want it, but if you want the results, you can labor through. And having pushed through, having pushed beyond that boundary will get you good. That's practice. That is practice at pushing beyond the boundaries of desire for the expediency of the moment. And that's not even right. Expediency of the moment is not the right term. But that push, that say, I'm not feeling like doing this right now, will get you beyond the I just don't feel like doing this right now feeling, and into the I'm going to do this because this is going to get me what I want feeling, to the I am passionate about doing this because every time I do this, I get the result that I want, or everything that I do in this arena gets me closer to the results that I want. So maybe that'll help if you're a coach or a teacher, or maybe that'll help if you have a salesman. I mean, heavens knows there are direct sales folks out there who do not love direct sales, but are good at it and do it anyway because the check is so impressive. And if your heart's not in it, your check will not be impressive, from what I understand. I did direct sales for all of... Actually, I didn't even show up that first day. I thought I would just push into it, just do it, and didn't have the heart for it. But I know it ain't easy. Regardless, I'm here at the office, and whatever holes you want, I hope you find the drill for it, and I hope you learn how to become passionate about going and getting that drill.